Now your first warned weather forecast with meteorologist Kevin Doom.
Let's start with a live look over downtown Rockford using Mercy Hill SkyTrack, where conditions are quiet but unusually mild for this time of day. Temperatures are still in the middle to upper 70s. We're right now at 78 degrees in Rockford, 74 in Rochelle, 74 for those of you over in Freeport, and 73 for a current temperature up in Monroe. We've seen strong winds coming out of the south all day, which has pulled some very warm air into the state line, which is one reason why we remain so warm. Another reason is the very thick cloud cover and haze that we're actually seeing overhead. A lot of that supposed cloud cover that you were seeing overhead all day was actually haze as a result of some wildfires further out west, but that is one reason that we also remained a little bit cooler today as well. And a big cool down is on the way as a cold front sits just up to our northwest, which will eventually make its way through the state line, bringing a lot of this cooler air down into our neck of the woods over the next few days here. In fact, if we take a look at temperatures over the next several days, we will be back on the cooler side of normal before you know it. In fact, we will be well below normal by Monday. We should spend one more day in the 70s tomorrow, but by Monday to kick off your work week, temperatures fall into the lower 60s. We'll spend a few more days in the lower 60s thereafter, but by Thursday, temperatures will then fall into the mid 50s, which is about 15 or so degrees colder than where we theoretically should be for this time of year. So in case you're wondering, the last day of 80 degrees normally that we see in Rockford on average is around October 7th. The earliest that we've ever seen the last 80 degree day here in Rockford was September 10th. That was set back in 1996. Now, over the past 5 years, we haven't given up on the 80s since at least October 1st. However, if yesterday was in fact the last day of reaching 80s, that will be the earliest since back in 2009 when they saw their last 80 degree day of the season on September 18th. At least for now, we don't see any more 80s in the foreseeable future, which is about the next 2 weeks or so. If we take a look at a recent satellite and radar, you can see no rain for yet another day here in the state line. This is now the 14th consecutive day, something we actually haven't seen in 3 years, but we do see lots of cloud cover and a lot of that haze overhead as well. If we zoom out a bit, we can see we do have quite a bit of rain up to our north and even up to our northwest as well. That's part of that cold front, part of that disturbance I was talking about. It's going to bring some of that cooler weather in here. It's also going to bring us a chance for rain, which is some very good news for us. So taking a look ahead with our future cast, conditions are going to remain dry through the rest of the evening and through the overnight, though most of that cloud cover is going to stick with us. These cloudy skies sticking with us into tomorrow morning as well, which will lead up to a good chance for some showers as that cold front pushes through tomorrow afternoon and evening. By the latter part of the evening, conditions should dry out. We should hang on to most of that cloud cover through the night and into Monday as well. We'll likely see a little bit more sunshine for your first day of your work week on Monday, but a chance for some more isolated showers does return for Monday afternoon and Monday evening as well. Now tonight, temperatures will fall into the mid 60s. Most of that cloud cover hanging overhead, though conditions will remain dry. Tomorrow, cloudy skies expected once again, this time with a good chance for some rain in the afternoon and evening primarily, but temperatures only reaching the lower 70s, and as we saw, getting down into the lower 60s by Monday. A few more chances of rain popping up here over the next several days as temperatures continue to fall, eventually bottoming out in the mid 50s to wrap up the week.